Hey guys, it's Ed Mack here, and I want to, for one thing, I'm going to remind you, I'm 50 years old. I have to, this is one thing I can brag about. 50 years old. I just don't look it because I take glutathione and NAC. I'm going to show you one of the rarest machine gun pistols in the world. Matter of fact, there's only 20 in the United States. There could never be more than 20. I have some chew in my mouth. Who cares? It's my teeth and not yours. There's only 20 in the world. 20 in the United States. They will never allow legally to ever come in due to federal laws. 1968 Gun Control Act. I have 2 out of 20. I'm the only man on the planet out of 8 billion people that has 2. This is a documented fact if you were to call the Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms NFA branch. The only man in the world that owns 2. That would make my beanbag bigger than yours. I'm sorry, I will brag. So let's go ahead and show you what's in case number 1. Boom. Okay, are you guys ready? Let's open this beautiful case. Oh my God. Bam. Look at this sexiness. This is the sexiest, my beautiful wife. Look at this. And this is oil. See, I got oil all over them. See that? Keep them super gorgeous. All right, now I'm going to go tell you a little bit about these things real fast, okay? And first, we're going to go get you the original military manual out and the police manual from Italy. Here we go. The Beretta 93R. See the rounds in the air? So we're going to go ahead and just take a look. You can hit pause if you like and read that. Hit pause. Aren't they beautiful? Here's all the stats on the gun, okay? And here's the guinea. Shooting it, okay? See the rounds in the air? All right. Look at that. Look at him. He just knows he's super mega. So, I'm going to go ahead and show you this. All right. So that's that. All right. So I bought this, and you can even look him up. Brad Taylor. This is the RoboCop gun. This is the original RoboCop. The RoboCop stuff he has in his museum, and he wouldn't sell it to me. I bought both Beretta 93Rs from him. This is the new one. This is the one that we used in RoboCop, according to Brad Taylor. And if you go to his website, type in Brad Taylor, Beretta Collection, and you will see that I am telling you the truth. All right, so let's get into these things a little bit. You ready? Okay, I unfolded the pistol grips on here for a reason because, well, I wanted 2 hands because these are too valuable of guns. These guns right now, if you go online, these are not post samples, and I'll explain that to you in a minute. These are not post sample machine guns. These are keepers, meaning you as a civilian can own these things, okay? So let's go ahead and let's put the fold out stocks on them. Okay, these are the fold out stocks. And they fold out and they clip right into the back of here. You'll see here. Let me go ahead and just fold one out. You might say, why would you need a stock for this? Well, when you shoot this thing, you would definitely understand why. This thing shoots probably 1,100 rounds a minute. I'm pretty sure it's 1,100. Don't get me wrong. I'd have to look at the stats. It might be 9, it might be 8, but if I remember, it was 1,100. But I might be wrong, okay? So don't quote me. I'd have to read. All right? So let's go ahead and let's put you up so we can show you a little bit more. Just remind you, I'm 50 years old. All right, let's take a look at this. So here we go. Look at that beauty. All right, the tolerances, you can't even get a credit card in here. They're the tight, the tolerances on this. They are so tight, they don't wiggle at all. There's no wiggling. Listen. No wiggling. These are that tight. So we're just going to go ahead and put my hand, fingers off the trigger, see? Because I know some of you guys have been trained like me. So basically, these are 3-round bursts. On my federal paperwork, it will say machine pistol. Or, yeah, that's exactly what they are. But in Italy, they call them machine pistola. So this is a machine gun pistol, okay? They're 3-round burst guns. Mine are full auto. And you might go, why are they full auto? Well, because I put a little thing on the ladder so it doesn't catch. When you fire these, basically, in the original 3-round burst, which I can make them 3-round bursts anytime I want. in 3-round bursts, there's a ladder on here, inside of here, and I'll show you one of these days the grip. It goes, you pull the trigger, and it goes like this. Boom, boom, boom. But it's more like a brrr. And then when you let out the trigger, it resets. But it's actually the other way. It goes boom, 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 and that's how it's done, okay? But now, these are in full auto, so there is no. It just bypasses the ladder, and it's full auto, okay? So here we go. You cannot shoot these with one hand. You'll end up doing one of these things, and you'll shoot yourself in the head very easily. These are pretty dangerous guns, but check this out. I'm the only guy, think about it, the only guy in America, or in the world, that has 2 of them. What does that make me? Well, it makes me just a guy with 2 Beretta 93Rs. It doesn't make me any special. It just makes me smart that I bought these when I could. Now, let me tell you something. The Elon Musk of the world, and you, Andrew Tate of the world, you guys have so much money. Andrew, what do you have worth? 700 million? The other day, you guys, I was on Andrew's site, because I follow him, and some guy was talking shit about Andrew. Basically says, oh, you know, we don't give a shit about your watch and your money. He's jealous. If a man has to ridicule you, he's jealous. So all I said is Andrew Tate deserves all his money. Leave him alone. I care about his damn watch, I said, right? Well, Andrew Tate himself liked my post, and next thing I know, so I get a thing on the back, hey man, private me message, and whatever. So his staff reached out to me and everything. And I just wanted to say this to you, Andrew. Your staff asked me if I was in the Forex. But then I said, is this really Andrew? And he said, yeah, it's Andrew. So I looked at your page, and it was 27 million subscribers. So I guess I was talking to Mr. Tate. Anyways, Andrew, this is something you've never shot in your life, nor can you shoot these, because there's only 20 that will ever be made and brought into the United States. I'm the only man on earth, according to the Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and the NFA branch, that actually owns 2 of these. Now you, who's watching this, can own these. You can have them. You can buy these. If you look, do not look at post samples. Post samples, you can't own. That's a dealer gun. When you give up your license, they're worthless. You can only sell them to police departments and other dealers. You give up your license, you either have to destroy it, or you have to give it to a police department, or sell it to another dealer with a police letter, okay? These ones, I don't have to have a license. I can keep them. These are for civilians. We can own these, okay? That's what makes them valuable. If you look, there's one for $127,000 that sold for one. I have 2, which makes it even more valuable. This is my daughter Savannah's. I'm giving it to her when I die. That's my son Israel's. No, this is the one for my daughter. That's the RoboCop one. This one goes to my son. So, I want to invite you, Andrew, Mr. Tate, because I'll tag you, or I'll just text you and send you this video. If you want to come down and shoot these things, you're more than welcome to. We'll do a video of you shooting them. If you don't want to do a video, that's fine. Let's get you shooting these Beretta 93Rs. Since you're not going to be able to find anyone to be able to shoot these, we'll get you on video shooting the 93Rs, full auto. So, if you're a liberal on here and you're crying about me owning a machine gun pistol, let me explain something to you. Don't worry about it. I'm not going to rob anyone. Because if I was going to rob someone, or rob a store with a $127,000 gun, to what, get 20 grand? So if I could afford a gun like these, I'm not going to rob a store, okay? So I'm vetted properly. I own a federal firearms license. I've been vetted by the Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms, which means I'm not going to commit any crimes with this. Now let me explain something to you. If you're over here crying and whining and thinking I'm going to start hurting people, call the Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms in Phoenix branch. Tell them Ed Mack, or tell them Plum Crazy Ed says hello. Because I could text any of them at any time and ask them what they had for dinner, or how's their children. I know them that well. And they'll just call me tomorrow and say, hey, some friggin' batshit nutcase turned you in. So, anyways, that's the Beretta 93Rs. And I'll do a video of my wife shooting them in a bikini. And there's only 20 in this country. Now, what do I think these are going to be worth in the next 10 years? I would say $1 million or $2 million. And I'll tell you why. is a museum quality. The billionaires of the world, like Elon Musk and the Andrew Tates, well, you can buy all the Lamborghinis and Ferraris you want. There's so many of them, right? But there ain't so many of these. This is more valuable than a Lamborghini or a Pagani Zonda or a Ferrari because they're still making them. And these will never make again. You will never be able to have another one of these again. They are done. The 1968 Gun Control Act, it would take 2/3 of Congress and 2/3 of the Senate and the President of the United States to sign off to reverse it. It's not going to be reversed, you guys. These are worth very valuable. And in the future, like I said, the Andrew Tates, the Bill Gates, the Warren Buffetts, they need something to stand out on their wall. And they're going to go, you know what? I want the 93R. I want them all. They're willing to pay $1 million or $2 million for them because you can't find them common like cotton candy at a freaking carnival. These were the investments, and I have to. So I just want to brag a little bit about there. Not saying I'm better than anyone, because I'm not. I was just a guy that got lucky and bought these two things when I could. So Andrew, if you want to shoot these things, fly down in your jet, Lake Havasu. You can land there. I'll introduce you to the mayor, our congressmen, our senators, and everyone. And wait a minute, your court case isn't done yet. So when it's done, come on out, and I'll introduce you. See, one thing, you need to get political. You need to join the Republican Party, all right? Get the youth involved in politics so we can keep our country safe and get rid of all these scumbags that are destroying our country. All right, guys. Remember the name. Ed Mack.